Hey Collective, welcome in. I'm Siga, the Earthly Spirit Guide, and today we got messages on career, work, and purpose for you. So if you've been feeling like you're a little bit stuck in your career, looking to shift or step into something new, maybe you want to elevate where you currently are, you're trying to figure out how to do that, that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? I sat down and meditated and asked Spirit, what does the collective need to discuss? And this is what came up. So we're going to look at your past, present, and future energy around your career, and kind of like where you are emotionally within this and what can be done. And then we're going to look at your obstacles, your lesson within all of this, and then we're going to look at your overall purpose. Okay? Spirit, I welcome you in for these messages for the collective. Past, present, future, obstacles, lessons, and then ultimately their purpose. Let's see what comes up here. Where does the money reside for the collective? All right, Spirit, let's see what that past energy is. Okay, we got patience as your past energy. Oh, it looks so dark. Why does it look like? It's so bright in here. I can't believe it looks this dark. Anyway, your past energy is patience. There we go. So, you're learning this. You have been learning this for quite some time. I'm feeling like this may come up for the obstacle space as well, but it seems as though you start things and you don't finish them because you become impatient. It's like you're working really hard and you're like, I should have results by now. I should have this by now. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. And there's really no coping mechanisms is what they're saying. Ways to deal with stress, burnout, ways to prevent burnout. You could actually currently be, we're about to get a present card, but you could currently be in a burnt out state. Let's see where you are now. Or has the collective learned their lesson when it comes to burning themselves out and finding that balance in work? Let's see. What is the present energy? Okay. We have the visionary. Okay. Beautiful. So it's like before you were just working, and you wanted things just because you wanted them, or you wanted to prove things to other people, or you wanted to have these accomplishments so that you could brag about it. Not that you're a bragger, but so you can post your achievements on social media, things like that. But now you're finding your groundedness, your rootedness in what you're actually doing and why. So it's like you're more connected to the why. You're finding more connection with the journey rather than the outcomes, because that's where this impatience has come from in the past, wanting the outcomes. Like immediately, just like, I just want the money. I just want the popularity. I just want the followers. I just want the likes. I just want to get there. And now you're transitioning into, no, I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to give, whatever this thing is to the people that I serve, the people that I work with. Let's see what's coming in for you in the future. Spirit, what is coming in for the collective when it comes to career in the future? Just one card, please. One card. And we have stand your ground. Okay, so some of you are becoming like true leaders in your field. You are moving up the ladder into leadership positions. You are starting a business and you are that founder, that main leader. You're leading others. I'm also hearing that your past experiences, you may have some regret around like allowing people to walk over you, push you over, sway your opinion. And now as you ground yourself in your why, no one can tell you anything. So as you're moving forward, they also said to go back and clarify that. No one can tell you anything, but please always be a lifelong learner, learning from people that are doing what you're doing or are in spaces that you want to be a part of. Please, to the best of your ability, avoid listening to people and their criticism and their opinions. If they're not doing what you want to do, they've never done it, and you can tell that they don't even feel like they could. How you know what I need to do if you don't even know what you need to do? So, but in the future, you're very clear. Stand your ground. This is clarity. This is leadership. This is movement forward. You have a vision and you're carrying it out. But patience, that past patience, that's not something where it's like, oh, we're done with this. Patience was for back then. No, patience, those lessons from back then are needed to be applied today, now. Okay, let's see. What are the obstacles here for the collective in career, finance, purpose? Let's see. Oh, we have sweet success. Are you afraid of making it? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of the many of tasks and, scheduling things that could be added to your calendar if you reach this sweet success? Are you afraid of people asking you for money, or like the relationship dynamics changing because of the amount of money that you're going to be making, that you could be making? Are you afraid that you're going to elevate and the people around you are going to feel some type of way about that? Are you unsure of whether or not your tribe is truly your tribe? So you try to stay small, or you try to stay within the box that other people have put you in so that you don't lose them? Sweet success is coming out in the obstacle position. So that tells me you are holding yourself back. Fear of success. But you are this Oshun energy. This is you. You are never going to be fully happy and fully fulfilled until you break free of those chains and trust that your relationship with yourself and your relationship with spirit is the most important relationship that you will ever have in your life. Okay? Because if you don't have a connection with yourself and with spirit, how can you show up in any other connection? How can you show up happy and understanding and calm and, all of these emotions and characteristics that we want to show up as for our loved ones, but sometimes we can't because we're stressed, we're unhappy, and it doesn't have anything to do with them. It has everything to do with us personally. So this is your spirit team letting you know it is time. You already got, for the present, you got the visionary. You're already gearing up. It's like, we're still in winter time, but we have entered the year of the horse. So some of us are starting to feel the momentum already, while others of us are still like navigating that transition from hibernation winter into spring, liveliness and moving forward. But wherever you are right now, you see it and you're about to be acting on it. And you're about to stand 10 toes down on what you're creating. Do not be afraid of your success. It is inevitable. It's coming. It's for you. It's always been for you. So don't push it away. Don't avoid it. It's really, your success is going to make things a lot more clear about your connections and the people around you. Are they really for you? Do they really want to see you win? Or do they want to see you doing good but not better than them? So then when you really get a win and you really elevate and you really it's not even about how much money you're making or how many eyes are on you. What I feel here is that there's going to be some people that don't know how to handle your confidence. Before the fruits of your labor even really start showing, the confidence shift is going to make some people uncomfortable. That alone. You could also be pulling yourself away from certain groups and environments because it's like, I'm the visionary. I'm focusing on building and creating, and I'm serious. I'm locking in about what I'm doing. And you could be like, I'm not really trying to be around y'all. All y'all want to do is smoke and drink and club and talk about other people and center men in your life and talk about men all the time. I don't really want to do that no more. So still love y'all, still got love for y'all, still wish y'all the absolute best, but I'm spending my Saturdays at this networking event. I'm spending this Saturday at this wellness event. I'm spending this Saturday on a work date getting some stuff done, So things will be shifting for sure. Let's look at what the lesson is here for the collective. We have sensitivity is your lesson. You want to please people. You want to make sure that everyone's feeling good. It's like you could be highly, highly sensitive to everyone's emotions and thoughts around you, to the point where it's like you don't even know how to show up as just you. Like, who am I? What do I want? How do I move forward? How do I communicate in these situations? It's hard to pinpoint who you are in certain environments because you want to make sure that everyone else is good. So you're like molding yourself. You're like a shapeshifter into whatever everyone else needs. And They're saying that this is a lesson, yes, but it's also, the lesson is really around boundaries, because you being able to shapeshift is going to be extremely valuable to you in the space of, like sales, clientele, attracting people, keeping clientele. It's going to come in handy for you. So this is not like turn that off. This is more so know when to use it, know how to use it, still have boundaries with it. And also, you're not here to please everyone. So it's like, who is your audience? Who do you care enough? Like, for me personally, I'm going to always make sure that my sisters are good. I'm the oldest. I got two younger sisters. I'm going to always make sure they're good. I don't care what's going on. So I'm going to always show up in that way for them. But with other grown women, grown men in like social settings, acquaintances, friends, I'm not responsible for them, and I'm not responsible for my sisters either, but those are my babies. Like, we have a 10-year gap and a 19-year gap. So those are my babies. I'm always show up in that way. But so for you, you may have people as well where you're like, I'm gonna always show up in that way for them. Like, that's just what it is. But then you have other people where I feel like it's time to let go. It's time to stop caring also about what other people are thinking about you, not just how they're feeling about the environment and making sure they're good, but also not trying to shift who you are to make other people comfortable. That goes back to the obstacle card as well, which was that sweet success, shrinking yourself, dimming your light, molding into your environment. And that's really, really, really harmful, to mold yourself into an environment, especially if the environment is not it. Like, so what are you molding yourself to? All right. Now let's get the card that represents your purpose. Spirit, this is the one card to embody the collective's purpose. Those that are watching this at this time, this card represents what they're meant to focus on, what they're meant to do in this lifetime, what they're meant to bring to others. Now, I will say this one thing, because I just said what they're meant to do. That's not what I meant. Because when I look at purpose, and the way that I teach purpose as well, is that it is not like my purpose is to be an oracle reader or a channeler. My purpose is to be a teacher. No, I don't believe that a purpose is an action. I believe that a purpose is an emotion. So try thinking about, like, I feel like I am meant to, let's use your real life as an example. Let's get a card. Okay, safe space. Boom. Safe space means, and this is why your obstacles and your lessons are what they are, because there's a piece of this that is naturally and genuinely you, and that's for a reason. You are meant to create safe spaces for others. You are meant to create spaces, whether this is like events that you're putting on where people come in and they feel included, or if this is like maybe you are a chef and you cook for people and you make sure that they feel like the environment and the atmosphere is perfect. It's like you're a vibe setter. You're a vibe setter, a safety setter, like that type of thing. This could also be like, a therapist, emotional safety. It could be physical safety. Maybe you feel like your purpose is to protect and serve. So whatever that may be, your purpose is rooted in how other people feel in a space, or how you make other people feel, or ensuring in some way, shape, or form that other people feel good in a space. Oh, I got something in my, what is it? So yeah, that makes so much sense. You're trying to find that balance. You are finding that balance. You're not trying. You are finding that balance between being this for everyone versus being this for certain people, and also showing up as this when it comes to your career and workspace, but not necessarily. And when I say career and workspace, I do not mean if you're working a 9-to-5, I don't mean that you got to show up for everybody in your environment. I'm talking more so about, like, if you are a vibe curator, or you want to be that type of space. Oftentimes our struggles and our obstacles are only struggles and obstacles because we lack boundaries. Those struggles and obstacles show us where we actually enjoy showing up, or how we enjoy showing up, or who we naturally are. It's just, sometimes we gotta balance. So like I was saying, safe space, Our purpose can be expressed in many different ways. So right now, safe space for some of you could mean you teach yoga classes and it is inclusive and you make sure that everyone feels welcomed and safe and judgment free zone. This is just an example, right? So you're a vibe curator of a wellness space, but maybe one day later you're like, I think I want to go back to school and like get my degree in therapy or something. So then you create safe spaces in the realm of therapy. There's so many different ways that you can do this. The purpose is not the action. The purpose is like the show up, the emotions, the vibe curator. That is the purpose. So many ways to express that. So many ways. So don't lock yourself down to one thing, and also don't feel like if you focus on one thing right now that you have to lock yourself into that for the rest of your life. I don't believe that any action connected to a purpose is like meant to be lifelong unless you genuinely want it to be. Like some people, I'm a photographer, I'm not. This is an example. I'm a photographer. I've been a photographer since I was 8 years old, and now I'm 90 and I'm still doing photography. Beautiful. Some people find it that way. But for others, for those of us that are like, we have multiple interests and we're passionate about all of them, give yourself some space to kind of maneuver that and, identify how you want to move with it. But that is what I have for you all in career and purpose. I am sending you all so much love. I do want to invite you into my 4-week coaching program, the Soft Power Method. It starts on April 6th. Everything that we talked about here when it comes to like identifying your purpose, identifying where you may need to include a little more boundaries, shadow work when it comes to, feeling afraid of success or afraid of how that may impact your connections and relationships. We go into all of this. This is the what. We just talked about what you need to do. The Soft Power Method walks you through the how. And my personal framework and strategy behind it is really about turning spirituality into something where it's like, I hope the universe heard me. I hope my ancestors and spirit guides heard me. We'll see. Will I get a blessing today? It's going from hopeful into strategic and being able to use spirituality and your knowledge around it to create your life intentionally. We're not wishing on a star. We are creating. And this is a small group. I have 10 spots. We are creating together. We're talking together. This is about community. So I hope to see you there. All of that information is down below. And of course, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that information is down below as well. Have a wonderful week. Mwah.